Hey guys, welcome once again to another tutorial. How are you doing? My name is Lawrence, and in today's tutorial, I'm going to be creating a magazine cover design. Sorry, a magazine cover design. So we're going to be using the template here, this first one, this white background. We'll come here and set our image size. We're setting our image size to 2550 by 3300, 3300, and click on OK. This is what we're going to be using. So next, we're going to be adding our margins for our design. So click on this here. You can see I've added mine, but let me show you guys how to add it. You come here and you click on this with this icon here and set it to 2 by 2 and click on OK. So this is what you get. We're going to try and just drag it and move it. Hold, just tap and drag, and position it very close to the end of the design and place this here. Use these circles at the top here to place your design. As you can see, to place the margin, as you can see, I'm going to stop it right before the circle of that margin begins. So take it up and place it here, and do the same thing for this one and place it just here. So I'm going to click on this to lock the guides. If you want to make changes to them, you can just tap here, or if you can't access it from this side, what you do, you click on this one here to drag it outside first and click on OK, so you can now drag it down again and position it, and yeah, that's okay. So I'm going to lock this back and I'm going to add in the model's image first. So I'll come to my gallery. So this is the model image here. To click on it. So once I've added it, you have the option to crop it, but I'm not going to crop mine. I'm going to leave it as it is and click on my tick mark. So I'm going to expand it. And position it down here. So I'm not going to be changing the text. I'm just going to be using this. So we're going to lock it next. Let's lock this. So I've locked it. The next thing we're going to be doing, just going to come here. I'm going to start adding our text. So after I've locked this layer, just come and add text. Let's click on text here and double tap, and we'll type fashion, make it in capital letter and click on OK. I'm going to change the font. We're going to be using a different font. I'm going to link the font for you guys in the description link so that you guys can download it and install it on your Pixellab and use it. So I'm going to be using the Awaken font. Sit here, Awaken regular. So I'm going to click on OK. So this is the font here. I'm going to make it bigger and bigger again, and position it up here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place it directly behind the girl's image, the model's image. So I'm going to add in a background color for this design. So just going to add a shape and increase the size and position it here. So for the color, we're going to be using a color. I'm going to link the color code. I'm going to call the color code for you guys to add it to your work. So we're just going to come here, come to color, click on this plus icon here and tap on this edit button here. So I'm going to type the color code, and for the color code it is F9 CEE9. I'll click on this tick mark, then we'll click on OK, and we'll click on OK. So this is the background color we'll be using. So click on our tick mark and we'll place it directly behind the model's image. So we'll just drag this and place it here. So after I've added that, the next thing we're going to be doing, we're going to be changing the color of our text. So let's tap our text and scroll to color and click on plus icon here. So change it and type this the color code here, and you can choose to use this RGB on. Let me use the RGB. Just edit the RGB. You edit, you delete this and type for the red color code is 254. 254. Then for the green, it is 116. 116. Okay, select this 116 Then for the blue, it's 11. Then we'll click on our tick mark here and click on OK. So that's the color code. So once we've done that, we'll click on OK, and this is the color we'll be using. Though we just come here and lock these layers. So next we're going to be adding our model's name. I'm going to come here, click on text, drag this here, double tap, be using Jennifer Thompson, and click on OK. So this is what we're going to be using. So we're going to be changing the color first. So we'll select only the Jennifer and give it a white color. So we're going to scroll and look for a white color and give it this white color and click on our tick mark. So after I've added that, the next thing we're going to be doing, we're going to be changing the font using our Montserrat extra bold. Click on this and click on OK. So we're just going to make this bigger. Let's change the color of this black. It's not actually black, it's a dark gray. So we're going to come to color and select the Thompson and give it a black feel. Yeah, this is the black I'm looking for. So after I've done that, we're just going to come to our align here and click align to the center. So after I've done that, I'm just going to expand this and place it here. So we're going to come here to spacing. For the line spacing, I'm going to reduce the spacing between the two texts and bring them a bit closer and click on our tick mark. So I'm just going to place this here. We'll come to position here, relative position, and align to the center. Then we'll lock this. So you can take off your grid for a while first so you can see the design. So this is your design here. So the next thing we're going to be doing, we're going to be adding some text to our design. So just click here and add text. First, I'm going to be adding a date. So be using June 2022. Getting capital letter. Click on OK. So we're going to change the font to a Montserrat font. Come to font, Montserrat. I'm going to be using a Montserrat semi-bold and click on OK. So you're going to place it here and change the color to give a black color. So we're going to do the same thing for only for the first one. I'm going to reduce the line spacing and click on our tick mark. So we'll zoom into this part of our design. Let's zoom in here and reduce the size of this text. I'm going to reduce it, sorry. Let's just use this text option here. Click text and reduce the size. Tap on it. And once you're okay with the size, you can come back and increase the line spacing to space them very well. So once I've done that, I'm okay with this -4. Click on my tick mark, then I'll zoom out. That's zoom out. Then I will lock this. After I've locked this, I'm going to add my other text. I'm going to make a copy of this. Click here and click on copy. Then we'll drag it down here. Sorry, yeah, drag it down here to this side. So now edit it and we'll type dress yourself and click on OK. Sorry, not done yet. Type confident. Okay, let's remove this one first. I'm going to make it change in size to the confident. So I'm going to type the confident separately. So let's click on enter and make a space and type how to wear what you already own, comma, it's even more type. It's even more style. So we're going to separate this text. I'm going to create a break for them to break it here and break it here. Sorry, this is a comma, not full stop. Click on comma, then we'll break this to the next line. So let's copy this text. We'll use it later. So let's copy it. So let's cut it out of this text here. So we're going to go back and click on OK. So we're going to make this wider and we'll reduce the size. Let's change the color first. Let's give it a white color. White. Once I've done this, I'm going to reduce the size. Let's bring the size way down. And position it here. Click on our tick mark. Then make a copy of this text. Edit it and type confident. Don't worry, we'll add the other text that we got at the end. So make it capital letter and click on OK. So we'll drag this here and we'll change our font using a Montserrat extra bold. Come to font. I'm using my font. I'm using a Montserrat extra bold and click on OK. So we're going to make this bigger and place this directly under it here. As you can see that this is what we are going to in our design. So next we're going to be adding the last text. So just make a copy of this. Let's use this one. This one is lighter. Let's drag this away. Then make a copy of it, edit it, delete the text inside, and then paste your hold long and press paste and paste your text and click on OK. So once you have done this, you're going to be giving it a Montserrat, probably a Montserrat regular. Let's come to font. My font. So let's give it a Montserrat medium. Yeah, let's use a medium. So we're going to come here and align the text to the center. Click align to center and we'll reduce the size. So okay with this. So we'll drag this up here and position it here, or you can come here to your position option here, this position, and reduce it down and move it up and position it the way you want it. Okay, yeah, this okay. Then I'll click on this one too, position, increase it and take it up faster and bring it down, then reduce it back, then try to adjust it correctly. So click on our tick mark after we're done adjusting it. Okay, so we're going to lock this layer. So let's lock this layer. So lastly, we're just going to be adding just one more set of text. So let's just come here to our layers and make a copy of this last text we added. So we'll edit it and change it to fashion. To the next line, watch report 2022. Then make it in capital letter and click on OK. Then we'll drag it down here. Let's make it bigger. Drag this down here. So we'll come and change the font to a Montserrat semi-bold. My font can let's use a Montserrat extra bold, or you can use a Montserrat semi-bold, then click on OK. Once you have done that, we're just going to place this here and increase the size a bit. So come to our size, click on it and make it bigger a bit. So once you're satisfied with the size, we're just going to click on our tick mark and take this up a bit. On second thought, I think I'll just make this an extra bold. So I'm just going to come back here and click on font, make it an extra bold and click on OK. Yeah, that's better. So I've come to the end of this tutorial and I've created a very simple magazine cover design. if you're very sure, if you're not sure that your designs are aligned properly to the center, you know how to do it. For example, this is not aligned properly, so let's unlock it and come to relative position and align to the center. We're done with that. We can on our grid and we can see that our design is going outside the grid we created, so you can click and drag it down. So we want it inside this grid, it should not go outside this grid. That was the main purpose of adding this grid to our design. So once I've confirmed everything, you can then choose to save your design. And when you're saving your design, come to save as image, then you set it to ultra, because if you're using resolution, you won't get a very clear image. So you come here and set it to ultra and click on save to gallery, and you will save. And once more, this is the end of the tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.